Good evening, you're now with me, Radzi Ahmad, for TVS Nightline. Here are the headlines for tonight. Sarawak Deputy Premier Dato' Amar Dr. Sim Kui Hian urges reassessment of doctor service fees to prevent young medical professionals from migrating abroad. Prime Minister Dato' Sri Anwar Ibrahim cautions against any attempts to challenge the government by organizing protests against the Urban Renewal Bill. And in world news, SPACEX founder Elon Musk says its massive Starship rocket would leave for Mars at the end of 2026. Civil servants are reminded to always uphold a sense of duty and commitment in serving the people with integrity. Sarawak Deputy Premier Dato' Amar Awang Tengah Ali Hassan stressed that inappropriate and rude behavior should have no place in a diverse society that relies on government support.
Kadang-kadang ada juga yang berlaku bersifat kasar. Oh, I don't care. Ini tidak layak, ini tidak layak, ini tidak layak. Belum apa-apa lagi. Jadi kata macam itu. Kita adalah dipertanggungjawabkan, diamanahkan untuk melaksanakan dasar-dasar kerajaan, inisiatif kerajaan. Kalau kita berkelakuan begitu, apa jadi? Apa yang kita buat tidak akan sampai pada sasaran.
He said this during the Hari Raya Aidilfitri contribution ceremony for persons with disabilities, orphans and single mothers, organized by the Lawas branch of Perkim. However, Awang Tengah emphasized that such cases only involve a small number of individuals. Nonetheless, their actions can tarnish the government's reputation and have negative implications, despite the fact that the vast majority of civil servants in Sarawak have shown outstanding service. As such, he calls on all civil servants to remain committed to their duties and uphold a service-oriented mindset to assist those in need. Service fees for doctors should be re-evaluated to prevent young medical professionals from migrating abroad. Sarawak Deputy Premier Dato' Amar Dr. Sim Kui Hian revealed that general practitioners' fees have remained unchanged for 30 years, prompting many young doctors to seek better income opportunities overseas.
Because a lot of people misunderstand that all the private health all the private hospital increasing fees, I think the doctor increasing fees. Doctor's fees, right, is capped by law. They cannot increase one. So any increase in fees over the last few years, right, is definitely not doctor's fees. Because by law, I mean the GP fees, right, has not increased for 30 years. So any increase in medical fees, right, is not because of doctor's fees.
He was officiating the swearing-in ceremony for the Palawan Children Council members at the Palawan Municipal Council earlier today. Dr. Sim, who also serves as the state's Minister of Public Health, Housing and Local Government, backs the Malaysian Medical Association's MMA proposal to raise GP consultation fees to 60 ringgit. He stressed that it is high time to reassess doctors' fees, noting that the rising cost of healthcare is driven by other factors, not service charges by doctors.
I think the Minister of Health has made a statement on it, and then the MMA has made a statement on it, and this is timely because the recent medical fees increase is not because of doctors' fees.
Previously, the media reported that MMA President Dr. Kalwinder Singh Kaira had welcomed the review of service fees under the Private Healthcare Facilities and Services Act 1998. He believes that raising the minimum fee to 60 ringgit is fair and reasonable, suggesting a periodic adjustment of 10% every 3 years to keep up with inflation. Kalwinder also emphasized that private GPs have long struggled with high operating costs, including rent and staff wages, forcing many clinics to shut down. Surikin town, renowned for its weekend market and roadside commerce, is set to undergo a major transformation through the construction of a bypass road and a two-lane highway. Sarawak Deputy Minister of Transport, Maritime and River, Dato' Henry Jinep, said this initiative is part of the government's efforts to enhance infrastructure facilities in support of the Immigration, Customs, Quarantine and Security Complex (ICQS), which is expected to be completed within 2 years. Henry, who is also Tasik Biru Assemblyman, assured that these measures would help ease the frequent traffic congestion in Surikin, a popular destination for tourists and visitors. Henry also emphasized that Surikin's roadside trading activities, which attract many visitors, will continue under better management and with improved safety as well as hygiene measures. The project will be implemented in multiple phases, beginning with the construction of the ICQS, followed by the bypass road and the dual carriageway. The project is expected to alleviate traffic flow and improve road safety in the area. The Malaysian Meteorological Department, Met Malaysia, has issued an alert-level continuous rain warning for several areas in Sarawak, with heavy rain expected from March 18th to the 20th. According to Met Malaysia, the affected areas include Kuching, Serian, Samarahan, Sri Aman, Betong, Sarike, Sibu, Muka, Kapit, including Song, and Bintulu. The warning has been issued to allow residents in these areas to prepare for possible adversities, including flooding risks and travel disruptions. Met Malaysia advises the public to remain vigilant, follow authorities' instructions, and stay updated through the official website at met.gov.my, the My Cuaca mobile app, and Met Malaysia's official social media channels.
Newcastle United are through to the Carabao Cup final. Oh, it's on target, Gordon's there! And Newcastle have the lead.
Welcome back. Prime Minister Dato' Sri Anwar Ibrahim has cautioned against any attempts to challenge the government by organizing protests against the Urban Renewal Bill, or URA. He said the government's efforts in drafting the bill were aimed at improving the well-being of the underprivileged who have been forced to live in rundown, cramped flats with only one room and one bathroom in Kuala Lumpur.
Oh, takut Melayu, reserve Melayu. Ini pandangan yang betul-betul menyesatkan dan mengkhianati orang Melayu. Tanah reserve Melayu, kekal reserve Melayu. Strata title tak ubah. Kita nak guna undang-undang ini nak bangunkan semula supaya orang Melayu di bandar Kuala Lumpur umpamanya tidak hidup merempat setelah 50 tahun, 60 tahun macam itu juga satu kamar. Ditentang nak buat perhimpunan. Saya nak beritahu mereka, jangan sabar kita. Kalau kita nak bela nasib orang miskin, majoriti Melayu, sebagian kecil India dan juga Cina sedikit, dan kamu nak ganggu, kita akan, kalau dia buat himpunan, kita boleh buat himpunan satu stadium untuk pertahankan dasar membela nasib orang Melayu ini.
While officiating the Mara Madani Wakaf event at the KL World Trade Center today, Anwar also cautioned against individuals who exploit Malay and Bumiputra identity for personal gain. He stressed that such actions have led to the loss of significant funds that should have benefited the Bumiputra community.
Jangan guna nama Melayu dan Bumiputra untuk memunggah kekayaan untuk pribadi. Jangan gunakan peluang atas nama Bumiputra untuk mengkhianati amanah Bumiputra. Kita akan lawan dan perang dengan kelompok lain ini. Berapa banyak dana Bumiputra yang lebur kerana isu tata kelola tidak diurus.
ANWAR reiterated that the proposed urban renewal bill set to be tabled in Parliament will not alter the status of the land involved, including strata ownership. Earlier this month, PAS Youth reportedly said that it will continue opposing the urban renewal bill and will hold a protest on a larger scale. The Immigration Department is in the process of extending the migrant repatriation program, which is scheduled to end on March 31st. Home Minister Dato Sri Saifuddin Nasution Ismail said that the department is seeking approval from the Attorney General's chambers to implement a compound approach for undocumented migrants instead of prosecution. According to Saifuddin, this measure provides a more compassionate option for migrants to return home for Eid al-Fitr celebrations. Under the program, foreign nationals who have violated immigration laws need only present themselves and pay a compound before being repatriated. Offenses such as entering without valid documents, misusing visit passes, and overstaying beyond the permitted period are considered violations under the Immigration Act. Last year, the government collected 120 million ringgit in compound payments through the migrant repatriation program. SpaceX founder Elon Musk today said its massive Starship rocket would leave for Mars at the end of 2026 with Tesla humanoid robot Optimus on board. Posting on his X social network, Musk said if those landings go well, then human landings may start as soon as 2029. Starship, the world's largest and most powerful rocket, is key to Musk's long-term vision of colonizing Mars. Standing 123 meters tall, about 30 meters taller than the Statue of Liberty, Starship is designed to eventually be reusable. SpaceX faced a setback this month when its latest test flight of the Starship prototype ended in a fiery explosion, even as the booster was successfully caught in its orbital test. Minutes after liftoff and booster separation, a live video feed showed the upper stage tumbling uncontrollably before the signal abruptly cut. Dramatic footage circulating online showed red-hot debris raining down over the Bahamas. The Federal Aviation Administration said SpaceX will be required to conduct an investigation before it can fly again. Despite this setback, SpaceX's fail fast, learn fast approach has helped it become the world's dominant launch services provider. But Musk's status as one of President Donald Trump's closest advisors and his influence over federal regulators are raising concerns about potential conflicts of interest. Trump vowed in his inauguration speech in January to plant the stars and stripes on the planet Mars. Iraq said the leader of Islamic State, or Daesh, in Iraq and Syria has been killed earlier today, describing him as one of the most dangerous terrorists in Iraq and the world. Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani said Abdallah Maki Musleh al-Rufai, also known as Abu Khadija, had been killed by Iraqi security forces with the support of the US-led coalition fighting Daesh. U.S. Central Command posted on X what appeared to be a video of the strike, which is said killed the global Daesh No. 2 leader and one other Daesh operative. Daesh imposed hardline Islamist rule over millions of people in Syria and Iraq for years and has been trying to stage a comeback in the Middle East, the West, and Asia. Former Daesh leader Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi declared a caliphate over a quarter of Iraq and Syria in 2014 before he was killed in a raid by U.S. Special Forces in northwest Syria in 2019 as the group collapsed. The U.S. Central Command said last July that the group has been attempting to reconstitute following several years of decreased capability. The command based its assessment on Daesh claims of mounting 153 attacks in Iraq and Syria in the first half of 2024, a rate that would put the group on pace to more than double the number of attacks claimed the year before. Those were the updates on TVS Nightline. I'm Razi Ahmad. Thank you for watching and have a good night.